Hey guys, and welcome back to a Valorant Masters Copenhagen VOD review. The game that we will be VOD reviewing today is Guild vs Optic in Day 1 Map 1. And in this VOD review, we will be seeing how pros play Icebox differently than normal players playing Icebox. In this round, Guild knows that Optic's in a save round, and since that's the case, he might be going for Orb A. So what Guild ends up doing is they end up putting a Viper Molly, a Sage Molly, and a Sova Shark Dart on the orb immediately as the barrier drops, so if Ye goes for it, he dies instantly. But Optic knows that, so they counter it by just waiting it out. In this round, Guild has free sight, but the reason they're not able to get spiked down is cause Marv just uses ultimate ability when Russ tries to get spiked down, and that forces them off of sight. And then right after, FNS just ults on sight, forcing them to go back even more. And on top of that, Ye has their rotate just in case if they're gonna rotate. But Leo knows that, so whenever they all group up together to rotate, Leo throws down his drone to see where he's holding with an operator. And then as soon as Leo marks him, they just all push out and easily are able to kill him. And on the other team, Crashy just is barely watching mid, so he can see how much people rotate onto B site. And then tell FNS if he needs to rotate or not. In this round, it's a 4v5 post plant. Crashy is able to easily kill Russ and then just ult sight, which forces Guild to back off a bit. Then while all that's happening, FNS is actually flanking them, and because of that flank, he's able to easily kill safe. And then they all just corner him together, and that's how they're able to easily win this post plant. One thing I've seen done by both of the teams is whenever they're attacking, the Viper always puts her orb mid. The reason she does this is so the defending team does not know if they're walking under tube, above tube, or even rotating, because all of that information is denied because of the orb. The way that Guild is able to win this round so easily is because as soon as Crashy attempts to plant, Leo just throws a shock dart and kills Crashy. And then after, he throws a normal dart to spot how much people are on site, and then Leo and Kodaman just both push onto site and are able to easily win the round. Once again, Guild is able to easily win this post plant is because first Guild kills Marv, which slowed down their push a bit. And then whenever FNS tries to plant, Trex puts his molly down and slows down their push even more. And then lastly, the last time he tries to planting, Leo throws down his shock dart, which makes him weak. Leo also knows that FNS has to walk through his bullets to go back to safety. So whenever FNS tries to do that, since FNS is already weak, Leo's able to easily kill him. And then it's just a 1v3. In this round, Optic just full runs onto site, and then Victor's able to easily plant for his team to just play back belt. But as soon as he does plant, Leo ends up wallbanging him, which turns it into a 4v5 post plant. But what Guild does not know is Marv is mid just watching them. So whenever they try to retake site, Marv peeks, is able to kill two of them, and then whenever Safe is trying to revive Trex, he also kills Safe. But then Leo is able to kill Marv and revive Trex, but it's already too late, and Marv was able to install enough time, and Guild had to end up saving. Optic's able to easily clear all of site other than screens with this one knife alone. And then when they realize that no one's on site, they just hard push. But what about screens? Well, FNS already has a really good Viper wall to block off screens, so they just need to worry on site. And that's how they're able to get a free post plant off. And then after, they just watch screens and play site. But not only that, Marv is a bit back with his molly on spike, and because of that, Guild is not able to retake site, and Optic wins another round. In this round, while Optic's trying to push on site, Leo is pipes while Trex has a flash lineup for Leo. So what Trex does is immediately just flash, and because of that, Leo's able to kill two of them and then does get traded out. But while all of that is happening, FNS is lurking mid, and then because of that, he's able to kill two of them. And then as soon as he kills those two, he just backs off and plays with his team. And if you look at Optic's team, they're actually running double smokes. And the way they do double smokes is Marv smokes off the places where it's just a temporary smoke. And then FNS smokes off places where you're going to need to smoke a lot, such as mid. Because in mid, you're going to need to smoke it on and off so much times during the round. While if you're going to smoke off B site, you're not going to really need to smoke B site the whole round. And in this round, while Optic was making a bunch of noise mid and B, it turns out that Victor and FNS were both lurking up A so they could get a free site off. And then They just needed to play post plant as a 3v3. In this round, Optic attempts to push A site, but what ends up happening is Copenhagen uses his ultimate and that forces Optic off of site. But Safe already knows that, so Safe is just lurking up mid waiting for one of them to peek so he could kill him, and then he teleports instantly back to B. Later on to that round, they end up pushing B and FNS uses his ultimate ability. And then while all that's happening, Marv is lurking up A and he tells his team that the other Viper is not here no more and they're safe to rotate. So what ends up happening is FNS's ult just becomes a fake, which forces all of Guild to rotate onto B site. And then because of that, they're all just rotate back to A, and then Marv already has a good flank on them and they're also able to get free site. And then since Marv was able to be screened so fast, he's able to kill 2 of them and makes Russ 8 HP, but does get traded off. But while all that's happening, Victor is actually lurking up mid, and then it turns out to be a 1v3. And Victor is able to easily kill the last person. And then while Optic's pushing on site, Safe is just staying there with his operator, and as soon as he gets a pick, he backs off completely and gives Optic free site, cause it's better to retake site as a full team than retake site with less people. While Guild is trying to retake site, Marv just ults site, which forces them all near screens, which ends up stalling a bit of time. Then Safe does end up killing another person with an operator, and Trex ends up dying. But since he's in his ultimate ability, he gets traded out and then he comes back to life again. Now Russ has his ultimate, so he just reses, baits the res, and is able to kill another person. But it turns out that Codeman is actually flanking the whole team and ends up killing Marv because of that. And just like that, Guild is able to win the last round and they end up winning the game 13-11. Thank you guys for watching. Comment down what Valorant Masters Copenhagen game I should analyze next. And stay tuned if you want more pro analysis. I also coach my viewers. If you want to get coached, just join my Discord server and comment down your Discord name. And lastly, I'm doing Shotgun Only to Platinum right here on my YouTube. I'm currently Gold 3 and I stream all of my games live right here also. Stay tuned. But yeah, that's it for the video guys. Later.